to share game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss, keeping it true to the culture. If I wanted to sell 250 the first week, you think Rose couldn't have played that game? Them play to sell $250,000 the first week? That shit cheap. Them y'all be talking about can't even show you a motherfucking palm tree in their front yard. This $100 million house.
Rose, the history with you and 50, is it better now? You guys now friends? Like, do you guys talk now, or is it still no relationship?
Nah, homie Wash, we've never been cool.
From day one?
No.
This is a big business you guys are a part of. You guys are two of the heavyweights in the business.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
A lot of things to talk about. History.
50 Cent is back on Rick Ross's head top after Rick's album went triple wood and his tour tickets failed to sell even half of his already poor album numbers. Rick should have seen this coming because 50 has been dragging his 400-pound tail since 2009, and it became he was never going to let up when he had to pay Rick's baby mama about $5 million in the midst of his beef with Rick. Oh yes, that's how nasty their beef has gotten, and it's not going to stop till one of them is not here anymore, that's for sure. And to make matters even worse, Rick's other baby mama, Tia Kemp, is on 50's side, spilling even more tea about Rick to him so he can continue to humiliate him. You can't make this up. If there's one enemy that no one in the industry should have, it's definitely 50 Curtis Cent. Okay, so the recent back and forth between 50 and Rick started after Rick threatened to slap some common sense into 50 with his new diamond jewelry.
I like what you said about the whack rappers that might get out of line and shit. Just imagine if I had the chance to slap 50 Cent with this shit right here.
Come on, man.
Yo,
family show, Roy.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, the interview was supposed to be about his new album, Set in Stone, but he somehow made it about 50. So you can imagine all the things 50 had to say when the album went on to flop miserably. And this is a trend with Rick. He brings up 50 unprovoked, knowing good and well that 50 won't let it slide. In fact, they initially started beefing because he spoke on 50 first. Keep that in mind because I'll curve back to it in a minute. Anyway, Rick's album went on to sell just about 22,000 copies the first week, despite him having like 1,000 features on it, and 50 definitely didn't hold back. He had already this post earlier trolling the sale prediction, but this time the actual numbers were out, and it was worse than whatever he predictions said. He posted this video of Rick giving a whole bunch of recycled excuses as to why the album didn't do well, claiming it was for the streets and not the charts, with the caption, "Yo man, had 20 features and it didn't help. Alright, pack it up. It's over, officer. Get your bum juice and your wings and get the hell up out of here. LOL."
Rick Ross is now losing his mind after his brand new album flopped.
I never even know when my shit was first. I didn't even care about that. Reaction come from the streets.
Yeah, in the streets. Look.
Yeah.
As you guys just saw, Rick Ross is currently on interviews trying to cope with the fact that his brand new album flopped, saying that numbers don't matter and that he only cares about reactions coming from the streets. Now, for those of you guys that don't know the context, Rick Ross ended up dropping an album over a week ago that completely flopped, with it only earning 1.8 million streams on its first day on Spotify. To put into perspective how bad this album did, Drake's song Janice STFU off of Iceman that dropped 2 months ago is doing around 9 million streams per day. And Drake's dominance over Rick Ross doesn't look like it is going to be stopping anytime soon as well, because currently on Kalashi, he currently has a 76% chance of being the top artist this year on Spotify alone, which is absolutely insane.
Oh, but y'all know good and well 50 wasn't going to let Rick slide with just one shady post. He made a series of other ones, like this one where he said, "So when your tickets don't sell and your album don't sell, what do? Promote car shows and sell chicken wings." And this other post said, "That album was a firecracker. Only friends and family got it."
As I said on my story yesterday, 22,000 the first week, 20 the second week. Those drastic fall-offs, guys, that you see with a lot of those other artists is when the numbers are inflated. The bots. To me, the new flex is no bots. Keep it genuine, keep it pure. Let the music fight any battles. You understand? Come on now. This the biggest boss. I'm letting niggas do the long game, baby. That's how we hustling. That's how we winning. We here 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? Those G-Units gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other we got no sneakers. But 50, give Lloyd Banks his own high top sneaker. And since the Shreveport shit ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. And for example, if those numbers not inflated, why can't these same people with all these followers sell other products outside of the music? Why their sneakers can't sell? why that alcohol can't sell, why this can't sell. You genuinely gotten a gazillion people that could do this with your music the first week, why everything else you do outside of music is unsuccessful. Now, the new flex is no bots. You the boat. That's what Ricky Rose is. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
And there goes the classic excuse these salty rappers give when no one is buying their music. They start over-explaining and swearing down to the ground that all the other rappers who have crazy numbers are using bots. If it's really as simple as paying for the bots, what's stopping you from also doing the same, since you have all this money? And even that aside, Rick claims he has real fans, but they were nowhere to be found when he put out the dates for his world tour. Just like his album, his tour tickets also didn't sell. And as you can already guess, 50 didn't let him off easy. 50 posted a video dragging Rick's tour tickets and said, "The boat sank, album went wood. Nobody checking for that BS." 50 even went as far as exposing Rick for actually not being as rich as he desperately tries to convince everyone he is. He revealed that apparently Rick's $100 million mansion that he's been yelling about every chance he gets is actually an open house property, and that it's even listed on Airbnb. He made this comment in response to a video that Rick had made, talking about how he didn't care about first week numbers because he owns a $100 million house. Ha ha ha, this fool at an open house talking about a $100 million house. His house is available on Airbnb. Everything fake. Get the out of here. Now, as I already said, even before the recent back and forth, 50 and Ross already had beef, so this was really just them building on an already existing feud. Remember what I said about Rick starting it? Well, I wasn't just making it up. It all started in 2009 when Rick teased that his upcoming song, Mafia Music, would address a few people and cause problems for someone. Fast forward to a few days later, it leaked online and it referenced a house fire involving 50's ex, Shaniqua Tompkins, and their son. 50 fired back with Officer Ricky, a diss track that was playing into the allegations that were circulating at the time that Rick worked as a Florida correctional officer. Now, of course, Rick denied this, but the documents that leaked said something different, and even his baby mama, Tia Kemp, confirmed that Rick did in fact work as an officer at some point. In fact, 50 did a whole interview with Tia so we could hear all this mess right out of her mouth. This is the level of petty I'm trying to reach. No shade.
Let me ask you a question. Did you know Rick while he was working in law enforcement?
He was a correction officer.
So we're clear he was a correctional officer?
Yes, he was. I moved in with him when I found out I was pregnant with William III, and basically cleaning up the home, and so happens to find handcuffs and letters showing that he stepped down from the position. And I asked him about it, and of course he denied it, which his sister confirmed it and told me that he was a correction officer, and you know.
And guess what Rick did in response to this legendary interview? He photoshopped 50's son's face onto a monkey's body. And at the time, people thought this was the worst things could get, but it actually got way uglier when 50 obtained and leaked tape of Listonia Leviston, the mother of Ross's daughter, from her ex-boyfriend Maurice Murray, who'd sold it to him. Listonia said she never imagined the tape would surface publicly, and that the fallout made her want to off herself, calling herself collateral damage in a beef that had nothing to do with her. She sued 50 in 2010, as she should, and ended up walking away with a $7 million settlement. 50 later tried to get his money back by suing his own former law firm, Reed Smith, for $32 million, claiming their legal malpractice cost him $7 million in the trial, but a federal judge tossed that lawsuit in June 2023. But this wasn't the end of it. Around the same time all this was happening, 50 actually dragged Rick into the whole mess involving Diddy when he posted this photo of him in the hospital, surrounded by stuffed animals, and captioned it, "Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. #Den of Thieves." And he wasn't lying when he said Diddy was going to turn all these rappers out, because that's exactly what he did, and he got away with it for a long time. 50 even went as far as posting this photo of Rick Ross and Diddy seemingly kissing on stage, and added the caption, "I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right, LMAO." When Diddy was asked about it during an interview with The Breakfast Club, he looked visibly nervous and tried to brush it off like it was nothing.
He said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and 50?
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef I
don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me.
Now, if you remember, back when Drake and Kendrick were going at it with their beef, Rick was very much Team Kendrick. So much so that he got into a physical altercation with Drake fans when he went to perform in Vancouver, Canada. So basically what happened was, Rick had just headlined the Ignite Music Festival in Vancouver, Canada. As he closed out his set, he played Not Like Us to spite Drake, forgetting that he was in Drake's hometown. Well, as he was leaving the stage with his DJ, manager, some friends, and 2 bodyguards, a group of roughly 15 men, they got ambushed by some of Drake's fans. As soon as the news of this altercation hit social media, 50 Cent didn't waste any time to clown Rick by reposting a video of Rick getting pressed by those 15 guys with the caption, LMAO, the Great Escape. Meek, call the chasers. They are chasing me. He followed it up with this video of him laughing at Rick for having an awful security team and slammed Rick for hiding from the punches and left his team to take on the fight for him.
Hey guys, I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I want to say to everyone, that I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world. That part where the young guy went he did this little move and shit and got knocked the fuck out right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp, and he might need to go get the Dream Chasers or the 305 Killers.
50's beef with Rick isn't him just trying to be petty. He genuinely hates that man, and there isn't a single moment he gets to clown him that he is not going to take. One person reacted to this by saying, 50 Cent music on the intros to his outstanding TV shows are bigger than Rick Ross' whole album. Another person said, biggest fraud in rap history goes to Officer Ricky. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about 50 responding to Rick having an empty concert? And do you think this is what he gets for siding with Diddy? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.